I think you can hear me. That's what I'm talking about. Right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get OBS back on. Turn off the slideshow. I'm going to commentate what I'm doing because I'm just trying to keep myself right. Right, let's see it. Tell us where we are. Give us all the chat for early on. We'll skip that because we need to get on with it. Tomorrow night, big teams quiz. Ainsley Harriott is back. Yeah, when I have the time. That's the thing, Zoe. I'm flat out trying to get these quizzes ready, and I thought I would get the quiz written for midday today, and then spend all afternoon looking at OBS, Mixer, and Voicemeeter Banana, and I just didn't. I had hey ho. Anyway, we'll get around to it. We will fix it. All right. All right, Bill Tully. Hey, nice to see you. So this was last time. These were the scores. Trinent Terror's got 70 points. Bojo's got the virus. Tonight we're doing a wee teams quiz. That means it's just you by yourself or with your team. If you're in touch with your team, maybe you have them in the house, or maybe you're in touch via WhatsApp, Skype, all that stuff. It's a normal pub quiz. I hope you can hear me okay. It's a normal pub quiz. I'm going to ask questions one round at a time. You write down your answers, get a pen and a bit of paper, and you do your own mark. I'll do the answers after every round, but you do your own mark and I'll tell you how to do that. And then it's just for fun, right? There's no prize for first place. There might be a prize for somebody later on, but there's no prize for coming first. There's no point in cheating, stuff like that. And you just keep your own score, and I'm talking quickly because I've started late. Alright, let's get on with it. That was the scores from last time. I'll get you to upload your scores at the end so that we can make another league table. Thank you for being here. I should have started 10 minutes ago, Dr. Paul. Come on, get your stuff sorted out. House rules, no Tories, no racists, and nothing like that. Please, thank you very much. And I've already explained how this quiz works. It's a Dr. Paul pub quiz. Round by round. Let's get down to quizness. Well said, Zoe. Come on, let's do it. So, our sponsor, that's empty. See how that's empty? That's because I don't have a sponsor tonight. If you know somebody who wants to promote their business via the quiz, get them to get in touch, or if it's you, get in touch. One little prize. On Wednesday we've got a sponsor. James the Baker has given us 4 loaves of high quality bread. Great prize. Let's get on with it. That's empty because there's no prize tonight. No big prize. Anyway, I do have a little prize. Bog Roll Bandits are here. Yeah, let's get some team names. We'll get out in a minute. Right, let's get on with the quiz. So the first round is the same letter round. 5 questions from me, 5 answers from you, 2 points for a right answer. We'll do the scoring afterwards. But the thing about this round is that all of the answers start with the same letter. So once you have the letter, it's pretty easy. Here we go. Here comes question number 1. In the 1982 film E.T. the Extraterrestrial, what is the name of the human boy played by Henry Thomas who becomes friends with E.T.? Remember, no shouting out the answers in the chat tonight. You're just doing the answers by yourselves in your teams. And I'm going to try and get through this first round pretty fast, you know what I mean? So what's the name of the boy in E.T. who becomes friends with E.T.? That's question number 1. Second question is a Hunchback's question. In the Victor Hugo novel, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, what is the name of the beautiful gypsy woman that Quasimodo falls in love with? So Quasimodo is the Hunchback of Notre Dame. What is the name of the beautiful gypsy woman he falls in love with? By the way, thanks to Simon from the Porn Dwarfs for phoning me and then putting on here just while the stream was down. I really appreciate that. Thanks very much. We'll get stuff worked out. Number 3, same letter round. Which organ in your body includes cells that are called rods and cones? Rods and cones are in which organ of your human body? That's question number 3. Question number 4 is an animals question. Come on, this is easy. This should give you the letter. What is the largest land mammal in the world? Okay, largest land mammal in the world. You have to say world like that because it makes it bigger. World. Woo. Number 5. Name the singer. Which singer's biggest UK hits include these songs: A Good Year for the Roses, Oliver's Army, and Watching the Detectives. What's the name of that singer? All right, that's some of that singer's biggest hits. I have done that relatively quickly. I'm going to quickly show you the questions again. Tell me when your team is ready. So number 1 was the name of the boy out of E.T. Number 2 is the love interest for the Hunchback in The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Number 3 is the organ in your human body that has rods and cones. Number 4 is the largest land mammal in the world. Alright, we've got some readies already, good stuff. And number 5 was Singer, with A Good Year for the Roses, Oliver's Army, and Watching the Detectives. Welcome, if you're just tuning in. We did start late, so you're only missing the first round here. Okay? Right, we've got ready. The Bog Roll Bandits are ready. Gladiators ready. Lumpy Gravy are here. Cheese Plants are ready. Ball Deep. Can always rely on Mr. Stevie D for a bit of dirty filth. The Fud Buckets. Come on. Do me a favour. Right, we've got plenty of... sorry, Freezing Quizzer here. Hello, Sasha. Grinders are ready. Hello, Dorothy. Right. I'll get 2 more readies, and then I'll show you the answers. Porn Dwarfs are ready and Fabians are ready. Right, okay, here we go. I'm going to show you the answers. Oh, by the way, if you've got a voucher, you give yourself a 2-point start. So if you've been here before, or you have a voucher from the actual physical quizzes, or you just have... if you get a voucher by being here till the end of the quiz. So if you've had a voucher recently, you get 2 points. But here are the answers, and you get 2 points for every correct answer that your team got. Did you get the letter, by the way? Letter E. Surely everybody got the letter. Please, nobody put a comment that you didn't even get the letter. Surely. Right. Here are the answers. The boy out of E.T. is called Elliot. Or Elliot. But Elliot, if you're doing E.T. voice. Number 2, the Hunchback's the name of the woman who the Hunchback has got the hots for is Esmeralda. A very exotic sounding name. E for excellent. Exactly. Laurel. Number 3, the human body, rods and cones, that's your eyes. 2 points. Number 4, largest land animal is an elephant. Come on. If you don't get that, something is wrong. And the last one, a lot of you know this straight away, but it might be difficult for some. Good Year for the Roses, Oliver's Army, and Watching the Detectives. And that is Elvis Costello. So there are the 5 answers altogether. Elliot, Esmeralda, I, Elephant, Elvis Costello. Tell us your scores. I'll move on fairly quickly, but let's get a couple of scores off you first. Wuhan Clan got 12 out of 10. That's 10 out of 10, plus they have a voucher. 12 for Sorted. Social Outcast got 12. Archie got 8. Bondo's got 12. UK Alliance here, they got 10 points. 5? Nah, 2 points for a right answer, Bill. So maybe you got 10. Bog Roll Bandits are using the voucher. Yeah! Morocco Land Marauders got 10. Happy Gang got 10. Good scores. High scores in the first round. I didn't think it was that hard. Let's move straight on and try and waste as little time as possible tonight, given the late start. Oh man, I was screaming and shouting. Internet! But we're on. That's the thing. Right. So, a quickie. I'm going to give you a chance to get this anagram. I'm going to give you 1 minute to get the anagram. If you get it, don't shout out the answer for this one. Just if you get it by the time I put the answer up, you get 3 points. So you're ready for the anagram. It's the name of a person tonight. And the anagram is that chinchilla pear. So I'm going to give you sort of 30 seconds, a minute to get this anagram. This is a 3-point bonus if you get this one. Do I have some clues for you? Or did I fail to do that? I've not got that quite sorted out. But it's a male person. And it's a person famous from the world of showbiz, particularly film. Unscramble the letters and tell us who that famous person is. Dorothy says, got it. Yeah, no, don't shout out the answers, Ewan. We're not shouting out the answers. No clues, says Dorothy. Aye. See when people get it, they're like, don't give clues to anybody else. We've got it. Right, a couple of you saying you've got it, so I think that's long enough. So you've got until I actually reveal the answer. 3 points if you get this right. The answer to this anagram was Charlie Chaplin. So add 3 points to your score if you got Charlie Chaplin before the Morocco Land Marauders got it. Margaret Ann got it. Stephen got it. Emily got it. Nice work on the anagram. Let's move on. Picture round. I should say right too. I'm slightly disorganised today, I have to say. I was meeting somebody on the phone today because we're going to do a different type of quiz, and I think called Quizando. But I'll tell you about that later in the week. But you can win actual money on that one, so look out for that. In fact, the first one I'm going to do is Friday. All right. Anyway, let's move on. So, picture round. So, same again. Just writing down your answers on your bit of paper. No shouting out the answers in the chat, please. Thank you very much. Aye, that's okay, Ewan, don't worry, yeah, you're getting mixed up because you're doing the shout out one last night. So this is a wee teams quiz. Last night it was big teams, everyone shouting out. Wee teams is you're keeping your own wee team going on. Okay, right. Here are the picture questions. Look at that. Who does that belong to? Is it a panda, a polar bear, or a penguin? Look at them bones. Who do the bones belong to? That's a mighty satisfying word to say, isn't it? Bones. It's one syllable, but you can make it last about a minute. Bones. But anyway, what is that? Who's got a hand or hand equivalent that looks like that? Is it a panda, a polar bear, or a penguin? That's picture number one. We'll move on. Number two is about singers. What is the name of this American singer? She has been having hits for quite a long time now. Hits in the UK singles chart since the year 2000. Okay. What is the name of the singer? I'll go through these fairly quickly and I'll show you them again before we go to the answers. Flags. Which country has this flag? I will give you a clue. The answer starts with the letter S. I'm just removing an answer there from Eugene. Remember, don't shout out the answers in the chat. This is for... I'm going to tell you the answers after each round. You get 2 points for every right answer. Okay. Here comes question number 4. Children's books. What kind of bird is this? It's a main character from a series of best-selling children's books by Mo Willems. People are telling Eugene to get a grip. He just put an answer up, that's all it was, probably. That's fine. Everyone makes that mistake every now and again. But what type of bird is that? So there's a series of children's books written by Mo Willems. How's my hair? See, for a man my age, I think the hair's pretty good. Could maybe be a little bit tidier. But, we don't have children. Yeah, well, that's really coming to its own with this lockdown situation. And number 4, that was number 4. Number 5 is look at that. It's an architecture question. What is this English cathedral? Which English cathedral is it? It was called the best cathedral on planet Earth by Bill Bryson, the American writer. I've been there, and it was alright. You know, it's pretty good. I don't know if it was the best cathedral on planet Earth, but that's what Bill Bryson reckoned. Right, okay, that's the picture round. I'm going to quickly show you them one more time. And then you tell me when your team's ready, okay? So number 1 was panda, polar bear, or penguin. Number 2 is name of a singer, American singer, been having hits since the year 2000 on the UK chart. Number 3, name the country. The answer begins with the letter S for Siam, but it's not Siam. Double-headed white eagle. Pretty scary. What type of bird is that? From a series of kids' books. Thing is, even if you don't have kids, you can still read kids' books because they're pretty good. They're usually very funny. And which English cathedral is this? The best cathedral in the world. According to Bill Bryson. Okay, I see some people are ready. Kerry's ready. Hello, Kerry. Fire tartan. Already. I like that. That's nice. Fire tartan. Sometimes you get team names that are not like funny or topical or anything like that, or particular or outrageous, but they're just good. You know, like Fire Tartan. That's just good. Makes you feel kind of like going over the border and just having a go. You know what I mean? Right. You've got quite a few readies. Give me 2 more readies and I'll move on to the answers. Graham says ready, and 1 more ready will get me on to the answers, I think. Okay, tiny answer. Hold me closer, tiny answer. Already, fantastic. Right, let's get on to the answers. If you're not ready, then you're not ready. Let's have a look at the answers for the picture round. So, now I've asked this one in the pub before, and quite a lot of people got it wrong. Did you get it? It's a panda. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big fingers and a kind of a thumb thing and a kind of a pinky thing. It's like, what? Fire Tartan were a fictional band name my mate pretended to be in. Well, that's some of the best bands, you know. It's quite low recording costs when it's just a made up fantasy. So a panda, 2 points for panda. Number 2 is pink. It's pink. Real name's Alicia something. I thought polar bear. Yeah, quite a few people put polar bear. I remember that in a pub. Flags, right? Starting with S. There's quite a few. It looks like a European flag. It is a European flag, but there's still quite a few to choose from. You could have said things like Slovakia, Slovenia, but if you got it right, you said Serbia. 2 points if you put Serbia. Number 4, children's books. What type of bird is that? It's a pigeon. Don't Let the Pigeon Stay Up Late was a book that we had for my daughter. Very funny, very good. But it's a pigeon. And the last one, greatest cathedral in the world, according to Bill Bryson, it's Durham. Durham. So tell me which one. Tell me your score. I think that was quite a difficult round. Tell me your score and tell me which ones you got wrong and how you got them wrong. We'll get a few of those, then we'll move on. And I think we have music round next. So I better get my headphones on. No points, Ivan. Disaster. 6 for Bill. I think that's a good score in that round. That was a difficult round. Went for Slovakia. Aye, Slovakia's got like a double cross. A cross with a vertical bit and then 2 cross bits. For crucifying, I don't know, Hindu gods, something like that. Timpsons aren't key workers, got 6. The Fud Bucket's got 2, yeah, lots of 6s and 2s and 4s and stuff like that. 10 out of 10 for the Porn Dwarfs. Hoocha! I think 8 or more equals fantastic score in that round. Right. You got it wrong on the panda and the pigeon. No pink in Slovakia. Slovakia is not the answer. Morocco Land Marauders. The answer for that one was Serbia. I think I can show you all the answers together. Yeah. Right, okay, let's move on. I've got a music round for you tonight. Now, if you were here before, like last week, you would know that I wasn't doing music because if you play copyrighted music on YouTube shuts it down. It picks it up on the algorithm. So instead, I've got some questions about clips, and some of them are backwards, some of them are speeded up, some of them are mixed. So it's just a little bit different, right? Now, I'm gonna shut iTunes because that's playing away in the background. But I've got a VLC media player with my clips here. Right, you ready for this? And just write down the answers as we go. Okay? So the music round is one question at a time. Now I've not got my kazoo yet, Ivan. That's in the post. Right, but here we go. Right, the first one. Name the singer and the artist, and this is a backwards song. It was a hit in 2019. So I'm going to play this, and hopefully you can hear it. Let's have a look. Yeah, obviously singer and song Dorothy. Sorry, I've put singer and artist there. That's the same thing, obviously, because I'm typing in such a hurry. But singer and song, 1 point for the singer, 1 point for the song. That was number one. I've done it again, haven't I? Right. Right, I know what I'm asking. So nothing's going to change on the screen. You have to listen to me for these ones because I've not taken the answers off these because it was all very last minute to get. The next one is something called 1 second wonders. So I've cut together 1 second clips of different songs by the same artist. So number 2 is name the artist. Here it comes. Right. I hope you're getting this. So that was question number 2. Listen, you're going to get confused by that, so I'm just going to put that back to the music round. Okay. So number 2 is name that artist for the 1 second wonder. Number 3 is a speeded up one. So I'm going to play a song that was a big hit in 1972. 1 point for the singer, the band it is, and 1 point for the song. See if you recognise this at 200% speed. How good is that? That's fantastic. This is all to avoid the YouTube algorithm, but it's led to some quite good stuff. Last night on the shout out quiz, I had My Life by Billy Joel, and that's really good. At 200%. Right, okay, number 4 is a mix. Name both song titles. Okay? Never mind the artists for number 4, it's the song titles. There are 2 songs in this mix. Here we go. Baby, if you want me, then all this before away. I see through the face, cause I'm riding in church. Won't be around me, I know. My beauty focused away. Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling. And every time we kiss, I swear I can fly. Can't you feel my heart? That's good, isn't it? And the last one is a language question. So it's a song from 2010 Eurovision. And the question for you is, what is the language? Is it Finnish or Serbian? Listen to this. Is it Finnish or Serbian?
Lubisz me kopała, wiece mi ten strach. Beograd, Beograd, ja bez wracam. Nie jedną, nie dwa, pół pliku tam Beograd, Beograd, pliku tam po nasz Kijek. Balkan, 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 oboje Balkan.
That's one of my favourites from 2010. No Eurovision this year. I'm most sad about that. Right, tell me if you're ready, or tell me if you want to hear this again. I'm hoping you're ready. That's twice, Eugene, so I'm going to have to just... what's that? Put user on time. Something. Yeah, okay. Right, Morocco Land Rodders are ready. If anyone wants to hear it again, I'll quickly do them again. Again, says Lisa. And again, says Angie. Right, I'll do them very quickly again. Right. First one was... That was naming the artist, and the song is from 2019. Second one was 1 second clips from different songs by the same artist. What is the artist name? Here they are. Number 3 is a classic hit from 1972 by a glam rock band. What is the band and the song? Speed it up. Love that. Right. Number 4 was a mix, 2 different songs. Name the titles of the songs it is. That's what we're doing here. Amazing. And the last one's the language, Finnish or Serbian.
Lubisz me kopała, wiece mi ten strach. Beograd, Beograd, ja bez wracam. Nie jedną, nie dwa, pół pliku tam Beograd, Beograd, pliku tam po nasz Kijek. Balkan, 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 oboje Balkan.
Oh, yeah. So there was quite a lot of people saying they're ready. So I'm going to move on. Tell you the answers. I'm going to take these headphones off. And I'm not going to play them again. You've heard them twice. And there's no gap, so I'm going to go straight on. 2 points for each of these you get right. Okay. Tell us which ones you got wrong. Tell us your score as well. So let's have a look. So the backwards one, singer and artist 2019, and that is Dance Monkey by Tones and I. If you don't have kids, you probably don't know this, and if you do have kids, you probably know this. Dance Monkey by Tones and I, Australian singer. So 1 point for Dance Monkey, 1 point for Tones and I. Big, massive, international #1 hit. But obviously, if you don't have kids, then you don't know. Second one, the 1 second wonder. I love these. I did one last night. It was the Beastie Boys. Tonight, it was Kate Bush. One of my favourite singers of all. Probably the greatest singer in the world. Kate Bush. Number 3, the speeded up song, Rapido, was 1972. Singer and artist, you've done it again. Singer and the song, or the band and the song. You get 1 point for Roxy Music and 1 point for Virginia Plain, which was the name of the song. 1 point for Virginia Plain and 1 point for Roxy Music. Number 4 was The Mix. I thought this was fairly clear, and they kind of mixed together fairly well. It was Budapest, which is by George Ezra, and the theme tune from Knight Rider. No, it's not Knight Rider. That's rubbish. It was Every Time We Touch by Cascada. Ignore the thing on the screen. Listen, today was a real rush. Okay. It's been pretty slick up to now, given that I didn't really do online quizzes and then started doing them. And it was pretty slick. But today it's fallen to shit. You know what I mean? Anyway, tell us. Last one. The backwards. It's not backwards. It's the language one. What was the language? It was Serbian. Of course, the song was Ovi Balkan by Milan Stankovic. It's classic Roxy. I don't think it was improved by going at 200%, whereas My Life by Billy Joel was just brilliant at 200%. 8 points, good. Right, I'm glad some people got scores, because I was worried about these. I was worried thinking, right, nobody will get anything, I don't know. Because I'm trying to make it like you get 6 or 8 out of 10, you know what I'm saying? 5 out of 10 for Sarah. Wuhan Clan got 6. Yeah, it's good. Good scores. 6 for Emily, 5 for Dorothy. Fabian Society, 9 out of 10. Nice one. Great score. What was the only point you missed, Janet? Did anyone get 10? I don't think I see anybody getting 10. Shat the Rapido. Yeah. The thing about Knight Rider is I've kind of put that in for lots of them, because quite a lot of them are going to be Knight Rider mixed with something else. Miss Roxy Music. Yeah. If you know the song, if you're a big fan of Roxy, you would have picked that up. Right, let's move on. This is good. Right, so pick 5 rounds. So this is like a list round. I'm going to show you one question with 9 possible answers. You pick the 5 correct answers. Okay? Take your time. And here they are. So 9 films there. You've got to pick the 5 that were directed by Steven Spielberg. Remember, no shouting out the answers on the chat. Just tell us the answers. Don't tell us the answers. Write the answers down. Write 5 answers down. So 5 of those films were directed by Steven Spielberg and 4 were not. You got to pick the 5 that were. Oh, what a night. Stream dropped. Voices echoing. I put the answers in the music round. I wonder what else I can get wrong before the quiz ends. What else? Tell me what you've got wrong today, folks. Make me feel better. Tell me what you screwed up on today. Because that's a great thing. That's why we're not algorithms. That's why we're just people. Because we, screw things up slightly. Do you like my jacket? I popped back to my base. I was able to go. I'm not staying at my house at the moment for COVID-related reasons, but I got a chance to go back into the house and pick up a few jackets. I've got my orange jacket tonight. You like that? Pretty swanky, huh? Pretty uptown. I might go uptown after this. I've been doing my walks at night time quite a lot, and it's real nice. Edinburgh City Centre, no people. At least you didn't nip home twice. I don't get it. Right, everybody. Tell me when you're ready, when you think you've got 5 Steven Spielberg films. My usual aim is to get finished by 8, and we did start pretty much 15 minutes late, so that's probably not going to happen. Still got 2 rounds after this, but I'm going as fast as I can, you know. Yeah, I'm glad you got Kate Bush, Lisa. I love Kate Bush so much. Glad it's not just me that can pick out the Kate Bush from that. Okay, ready. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 readies on the screen. Maybe get double that, and then I'll be ready to move on. And if you're not ready, then you're not ready. So get your list finalised. I didn't read out the films, actually, just in case you can't see very well. Back to the Future, Home Alone, Jaws, Life of Pi, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Star Wars, The BFG, The Colour Purple, and War of the Worlds. La, 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 la. You know, I really don't like George Ezra. Does my nothing. But the songs are slightly catchy, you know. You're talking in riddles, Ivan. I've got no idea what you're talking about. Right, okay. You ready? Here we go. It's time for the answers. If you're not ready, then you're not ready. So here we go. Here come the answers. So, which of these films were directed by Steven Spielberg? 2 points for each one you get right. Here they come. First one is the BFG. Did you know that? I didn't know that. I went to see that film, and I didn't realise it was a Spielberg. I thought it was alright. I fell asleep. Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's a Spielberg joint. War of the Worlds. Blimey. Jaws. Probably, well, I was going to say his most famous, but certainly one of his most famous. Big breakthrough film for him back in the 70s is Jaws. And The Colour Purple. It's a bit more serious, you know. I did have fingers thing because I don't like serious films. They upset me. I like comedies and musicals and sports dramas, you know, that kind of thing. Right, tell me what you got. Did you get all 5? Did you get 10 out of 10? Wuhan Clan got 10, nice one. UK Alliance got 10. Social Outcast got 10. There's a couple of 8s for Kerry and Archie. And the 4 Candles. 4 Candles. Mr. BFG went for Back to the Future. Back to the Future was Robert Zemeckis. Home Alone is... I've got the answers here for what the other ones are. A bit of extra information. Let's see. Home Alone was by Chris Columbus. Back to the Future is Robert Zemeckis. Star Wars was George Lucas. And Life of Pi, I'm not quite sure. I'm sure somebody will tell me in a second, but it's not Spielberg. Oh, okie dokie, everybody, peeps. Let's get on with it. Hope you're all keeping your scores all together. I've got if you can do this on a bit of paper quite easily. I'm sure most of you are, but if you do want an actual formatted score sheet, I do that now. I'll post the link later on. Link's in the description as well. I'm pretty sure it is. So let's move on. We've got 2 rounds to go. 2 quick rounds. Christopher Columbus? Really? No, not that one. Different guy. Right. 50-50 round. This is a quick fire. Just pick a right answer one. Right? Just pick a right answer. That's all it is. Just pick the right answer. You're going to get 2 answers for each question. Just pick the right one. So this is designed to be quite quick. So hopefully you're in touch with your team. And the communication is good. Here we go. Now, please God that I've taken the answers out this time. Question number 1. When did the Montgolfier brothers make the first flight in a hot air balloon? Was it the 18th century or the 19th century? That's question number 1 in the 50-50 round. You didn't get Raiders of the Lost Ark, Simon. I thought that was... Mind you. Maybe they're all a bit samey, those 80s films, just in your imagination or in my imagination. Back to the Future and all that stuff. Raiders of the Lost Ark, you just think blockbusters, put them in a category. Anyway, Montgolfier brothers, first hot air balloon, 18th or 19th century. That's question number 1 in the 50-50. Question number 2 is about songs. Paul McCartney and Wings had a version of which nursery rhyme that they took into the charts in 1972? Was it Jack and Jill Went Up the Hill, or was it Mary Had a Little Lamb? Which of those was a hit? Is the actual nursery rhyme, but to their own music for Wings and Paul McCartney? Was it Jack and Jill Went Up the Hill, or Mary Had a Little Lamb? Okay, that's question number 2, 50-50 round. Number 3 is athletics. Atto Boldon, this is a sports question here, is one of Trinidad and Tobago's most famous Olympians. But in which events did he win his medals in the 90s and the 2000s? Was he a sprinter or a middle distance runner? So Atto Boldon from Trinidad and Tobago won quite a lot of medals in athletics, in the Olympics and World Champs and stuff. But what type of runner was he? Was he a sprinter or was he a middle distance runner? That's Atto Boldon. Number 4 in the 50-50 round is ballet. Which composer created the music for the ballet The Rite of Spring? First performed in 1913. Was it Shostakovich or was it Stravinsky? Thanks for staying with the quiz, everybody. Usually try and get finished for 8. A little bit late tonight. If that happens again, I'll do the same thing. Just hang around. I'll try as hard as I can to get the stream back on. Right, number 5, etymology. That means, where does the word come from? Question number 5. Which US state gets its name from the Choctaw Indian words for red people? Is it Oklahoma or Wyoming? So they're both states in the USA. Which one has a name that means the red people? Is it Oklahoma or Wyoming? That's question number 5 in the 50-50 round. And I will quickly summarise them for you. See them again. Right. Hot air balloon, 18th or 19th century. That was question number 1. Number 2 was Paul McCartney and Wings. Jack and Jill Went Up the Hill, or Mary Had a Little Lamb. Number 3 was Atto Boldon. Sprinter or middle distance. Number 4 was The Rite of Spring ballet. Who did the music? Was it Shostakovich or Stravinsky? And the last one, thanks for saying you're ready. The people who said they're ready. And the last one in that round, the red people. Which state is that? Is it Oklahoma or Wyoming? Quiz on me this already. Ready, says Ivan. Were they difficult? I thought it's hard to tell when 50-50 ones are difficult or not. You all ready? Ready. Got half a screen full of readies. Once I get a screen full of readies, we'll go straight on. After this, we're going to do a quick mystery object competition for an actual prize. Okay. Got some more readies. Quiz Stofferson is already. MLM already. Let's do it. Nick Scott's ready. Simon's ready. Bog Roll Bandits are ready. And have I got a screen full of readies? One more ready, and I'll do it. That's it. Right, we got it. Okay, here come the answers. So if you're not ready, you're not ready. Here we go, 50-50 answers. Hope you got these right. So the first one, aviation. When did the Montgolfier brothers... The Montgolfier brothers put the upper balloon into the sky. That was in the 18th century, 1783. Whoop! Take these off, now that I'm not being French. So 18th century, 2 points for that. Paul McCartney and Wings, which nursery rhyme did they have? It was Mary Had a Little Lamb. It was the words of the song, but with music by Paul McCartney. So Mary Had a Little Lamb for number 2. Atto Bolden was a sprinter. 100 metres, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Rapido. Ballet. All right. Did you have to guess this one, or are you cultural enough to actually know? Shostakovich or Stravinsky? Right, let's bring it. Stravinsky. Well done, intellectuals. If you got that one. Stravinsky. And the Choctaw Indians, the words for red people applies to the state of Oklahoma. Oklahoma, where it's named after the red people. Now, have I got a list of answers there? No, I don't. So you just have to remember them. So it was 18th century. Mary Had a Little Lamb. Sprinting. Stravinsky and Oklahoma. You tell me what you got. 8 points, 4 points, 8 for the cheese plants. Which ones did you miss? 10 out of 10 for the Pond Dwarfs. Fabian Society, 10 out of 10. If you're called the Fabian Society, you've got to be super intellectual. I bet you just knew the Stravinsky one. I bet you didn't guess it. Some good scores there. Some 10s. Nice one. 8 for Stephen. 4 for Ali. Ooh. 8 for the Grockles. Nice work, Nick. Right, let's get on to the last bit. Right, before we do the very last round for the quiz, we're going to have a quick... see another empty space right there. Have I got... No. That way. That's because there's no sponsor tonight. If you know someone who's got a business who wants to get out to all the quiz people, get them to get in touch with me. Or if that's you, get in touch with me. We'll have a sponsor on Wednesday. There's one coming on Wednesday. No prize tonight. Right, mystery bag. I'm so disorganised tonight. But I do have the mystery bag. Right, so first person who can work out what's in the mystery bag will win a scratch card worth £10,000. So you've got to ask me questions that I can answer yes or no. And the first person to get the answer in my stream of chat comes up different order for some people. But the first, right, is it a vegetable? No. Is it a food? Yes. Is it edible? Yes. Can you eat it? Yes. First person to guess it correctly will get the scratch card. Is it an onion? No. Does it live in the kitchen? Well, yeah, I got it out of the kitchen. Artichoke. That's left field. No. Is it soft? Well, in parts. Is it edible? Yes. Is it alive? No, not really. Is it what? Soft? No. Is it in a tin? No, but you can get them in tins. Strawberry, liquid. No, it's not liquid. It is tasty. It's not orange. It's not cheese. It's not bread. It's not carrot. It's not sugar. It's not a mango, but that's probably the closest so far. Chicken, bread, Easter egg, orange, apple, lettuce, bread, chocolate, leek, cheese, pasta. No. Chocolate bar, apple, ice cream, garlic bread, sponge, leek, banana, Easter egg. Is it? We've got a winner. Mark Duncan says, is that a pineapple? It's a pineapple. Is there anywhere I could put this where you can see it? Now I've got to hold it up. That's it. So there we go. It's a pineapple. That was Mark Duncan, who's still guessing. He's guessing banana and pear. You've got it right, Mark. Calm down. So, yeah, it was a little bit exciting, wasn't it? So I'm going to write this down because Mark Duncan, you know, I'm not being rude, but that's exactly the sort of name I'd forget 2 seconds later because it's you know, I'm trying to say this without being rude, but it's like normal, you know what I mean? It's I don't want to say humdrum or commonplace, you know, it sounds a bit rude, but Mark Duncan. Well done, Mark Duncan. You have won £10,000. Potentially. We'll scratch that at the end of the quiz. We're going to scratch it live, and if whatever money's on it, I'll send to you. Okay? Yeah, the mystery bag's good, huh? You're on your phone and it's slower than the TV, right? I think you're explaining why you were still guessing. That's fine. You've won £10,000. Well, up to £10,000. Up to. We're going to scratch at the end of the quiz. All right, Mark. Right. Let's get on with the. Let's get on with the last round of the team's quiz. Mystery bag. There's a mystery bag picture. I'm going to get this sorted out at some point. Right, okay. Right, double or bust. Here we go. Now, do you know how this works? Quite a lot of you do. I'm going to ask you 5 questions. In this round, you get double points for each answer. So you could get 20 points if you get all the answers right. Trouble is, if you put down a wrong answer, then you will get bust for the round. You get 0 points for the round. So, you can try and avoid getting bust by leaving blanks. You don't have to answer every question. So 4 points for a right answer. Bust if you put an actual wrong answer, but if you leave blanks, that's okay. You don't get bust. So you choose which ones you go for. So here come the questions. And this is the last round of the quiz. So it's up to you whether you go balls out on the table and go crazy, or whether you play cagey like a banker. So you ready? Here we go. Don't tell me I've done this again. I don't think I have. No, I have as well. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me, man? Right. What am I going to do? I'm going to ask you the questions, okay? Man, this has been a hell of a day. I've got the questions here. And I'm going to minimize this Excel sheet, put it over here, and I'm going to just read the questions. So you're going to have to listen, which is not ideal. It's good having them on the screen, but I've screwed up again. I've screwed up about 4 or 5 times tonight, so that's maybe a record. The great thing is you can tell your kids that you were here the time that Dr. Ball screwed up 4 times in a row, you know? So here are the double or bust questions. Are you ready? So question number 1. What name was shared by the cowboy actor Roy Rogers' horse and a long-running character from Only Fools and Horses? So that's 2 things with the same name. One of the characters out of Only Fools and Horses, and the horse that belonged to Roy Rogers. Thanks, Emily. Thanks, Morocco and Rodders. Thank you, Zoe. I'm telling myself I've only been doing this for 2 weeks, and I'm not quite up to speed yet. So it's all about getting the systems in place. Anyway, that's. I was just about to flick it on because I'm such in the habit, but I've just got to tell you the questions. Question number 2. In terms of cars, and I hate cars, but I like to do questions about them sometimes, just in case you like cars. But what does the letters SUV stand for? Thanks for the reassurance, people, that everything's all right. I get angry with myself because, I like to make this nice and like it to be perfect. Thanks, Ivan. Right, question number 3. Which American solo pop star appeared in films in the 1980s called Under the Cherry Moon and Graffiti Bridge? A very big star of music from America. Starred in films Under the Cherry Moon was one, and Graffiti Bridge was another. Who is that pop star? I'll go over these questions one more time to make sure you get a chance to get them. And people are now telling me it's buffering and frozen, so, you know. What a lot of fun it is tonight on YouTube. Okay. Tell me when you can hear and see me. Yeah, I'm going to repeat them all, Rocky. Number 3 is the one I just asked. Which American pop star appeared in films in the 1980s called Under the Cherry Moon and Graffiti Bridge? All right, Under the Cherry Moon and Graffiti Bridge. Need to repeat, you're buffering. Okay. I'll finish off 4 and 5, then I'll repeat all of them together, okay? Number 4 is another one for the intellectuals. What's the name of the French author? Chin up. Okay. There you go. Which French author was the writer of The Count of Monte Cristo, which was published in 1844? And you're saying I'm back to normal now. That's good. Okay. So The Count of Monte Cristo was a book published in 1844. Who is the writer? French author. And the last question is a difficult one. It's a what century question. So I'm not asking you the year, just the century. Remember, one wrong answer is busting this round, so careful which ones you go for. Question number 5 is, in which century did the English flagship Mary Rose sink off of Portsmouth during a battle with the French? And if you're round about my age, you might remember that they raised the Mary Rose live on Blue Peter in the early 80s. But what century did it sink? So that is questions 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for double or bust. I will tell you them one more time because they're not on the screen and we're buffering, so it's all over the shop. But here come the questions again. Ready? Number 1. What's the name of a character from Only Fools and Horses and also the name of Roy Rogers' horse? Roy Rogers was a cowboy actor, mid-century, mid-20th century. Number 2, what does SUV stand for? What do the actual initials stand for in terms of cars? Number 3 is a pop and film question. What's the name of the American pop star who starred in a film called Under the Cherry Moon and a film called Graffiti Bridge, both in the 80s? Very, very famous American pop star. Number 4 was the French author of The Count of Monte Cristo, first published in 1844. And the last one is, what century did the Mary Rose go down, if you know what I'm saying? The English flagship. Mary Rose sunk during a battle with the French. So, tell me when you're ready. Remember, one wrong answer in this round is bust for the round. 0 points for the round. So careful which ones you're going for. Okay? Have a wee think. Chat with your team. Get power. And tell me when you're ready. Thanks for the reassurances that the quiz is okay. I strive for perfection. Everything's going to be great. We're going to be famous and we're going to live forever. Right. Saying that, I hope the stream's still working because I don't see any comments from you. Here they come. Right, okay. So we got ready. By the way, I was on Twitter earlier and there was a guy saying that if you're typing anything to do with Boris Johnson and you're not wishing him well, then you need to look at yourself and you need to be blocked and stuff like that. I mean, I hope he gets better and then fucks off. You know what I mean? That's the way I'm looking at it. And he better not be doing this quiz. See Boris Johnson, see if you're doing this quiz. No Tories, okay? It's no personal. Okay, we've got lots of readies. I'm going to hit you with the answers pretty soon. The quiz is free to do. You don't have to pay. It's just on YouTube. If you're not paying, that's great. If you think it's worth £1, give me £1. The link is in the description. This is what I try to do for a living now. I'm giving it a month. See how it goes. So give me £1, £2. £1, £2. £1. It's up to you. Any more than that, I'm absolutely delighted. £1 or £2, I'm absolutely delighted. More than £2, it becomes quite sexual, you know. The link's in the description. And if you're not paying, that's absolutely fine. But please at least like the video, and if anybody can be bothered to share it, then that's most welcome. And please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thank you very much. This is me just selling myself as I wait for the screen full of readies. I have nearly a screen full of readies. I'm going to wait for one or two more, and then I'll give you the answers for this double or bust round, which had a few tricky ones, maybe more difficult than tricky, if you know what I mean. Tricky is like it's easy to put the wrong answer. Difficult is just like it's hard. It's less likely you actually know that. So there's a difference. Una paloma blanca. So the last ready I needed has just come in. So there we go. Right, I'm going to hit you with the answers now. So I hope you and your team have decided which ones you are going for. And you know how to do the marking here. You get 4 points for every right answer. As soon as you get one wrong answer in this round, you've got to give yourself 0 for the round. Okay? And we'll find out who the winner is after this. So, right, number one. Roy Rogers' horse and a character from Only Fools and Horses. That's Trigger. All right, Roger Lloyd Pack in Only Fools and Horses played Trigger, and Roy Rogers had a horse called Trigger. Number two, SUV. What does that actually stand for? We all know what they are. Big mad cars. People go to Waitrose in them and stuff like that. But what is it? Sports utility vehicle. Okay. 4 points if you got sports utility vehicle. You've got to be quite hard on yourself. If you've got something that's half right in this round that doesn't work, you have to get a bust. It's right answers or wrong answers in this round, okay? You know, it's a self-discipline thing. Number three. I was, being my age, I just know the answer to this, but I was surprised in the pub that the number of people who didn't know this last time I asked it. So which American solo pop star appeared in Under the Cherry Moon and Graffiti Bridge? That's Prince. Mr. Lovesexy himself. The symbol. Prince. He was also in Purple Rain, but I missed that one out. I thought that might be too obvious. Number four. The Count of Monte Cristo. Who's the writer? It's the same guy who did the Three Musketeers. It's Alexandre Dumas. Known as Alexander Dumbass in Bill and Ted. Which is still a great joke 30 years on. And what's the last one? The last one is the Mary Rose sank off at Portsmouth during the Battle with the French. But in which century? Had to get the century right. 16th century. 1545 that went down. That's right about the time of Henry VIII, or in the time of Henry VIII of England. So 16th century for 4 points now. And I don't have the answers in a row. So all sorts of disasters at my end tonight. But those answers: Trigger, sports utility vehicle, Prince, Alexandre Dumas and 16th century. Tell me what you got and tell me your total. And I'm going to put a link up so that you can upload your scores. And then we can make a nice league table, because we've been doing that. It's quite good. It's quite nice. Let me see. We Teams Score Forums link. Here it is. Just get it from my notes over here. And I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in a couple of times. I'll put it in just now for anyone who's ready. And there we go. So, Hercus Moon. Hi, Lisa. You got 48 points altogether. That sounds pretty good. I thought it was a difficult quiz tonight. What did you think? Was it difficult? I thought it was difficult. I mean, from a technical point of view, it was a bloody nightmare. But from a quizzing from your end, it looked like it was quite a difficult one tonight. No dumbass, no boat. You got 12. 56 for Kerry. Nice one. That's a good score. Great score. Happy Gang got 59. That's the biggest one I've seen so far. 71 for Tiny Answer. Hold me closer, Tiny Answer. Whoa. Mind you, I did have kind of an extra round tonight. I was thinking, what? 71? But that's a bloody good score. Sorted for Easy Quiz got 60. Got 4 right and double or bust. Nice. $59 for the Ricardinho. Pretty good. Fire Tartan. 28 points. But I think that's definitely my favourite team name of the night. Now, what was the name of the guy who won the scratch card on the pineapple? Because we should do that now. Oh no, I wrote it down, didn't I? Because I knew I'd forget. Mark Duncan. Tell me you're still here, Mark. And we can scratch your scratchy. If not, I'll have to give it to someone else. 69 for Question Sport. Just remember to upload your scores, folks, and I'll make a league table like last time, and I'll put it up on. Thank you, Kerry. 78, Jamie. Didn't I believe you? So I'm looking for Mark Duncan to tell me that he's still here. And like I was saying in the middle of saying, I'll get a league table and put it up. Here. Excellent, Mark. Fantastic. Superb. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know about the lag. But I think you're okay. I think it's cool. So, it's time to see if you can win £10,000. Now, I've done a few of these scratch cards. I've got none left up there. I've got 3 down here. So I think I started off with 10. So I think I've done 7 so far. And out of the 7 so far, one person has won £1. That's as good as it's got. So depends how you look at it. You might look at it like that's the way this is going to go. It's all screwed. We're all doomed. Or you might think to yourself, well, there's been a lot of losing scratch cards so far. This is probably going to be a winning one. So depending on how you look at it, let's get scratching. So if you know how scratch cards work, there's a panel there. And underneath that is 9 different totals, cash sums. If 3 of those match, then Mark Duncan will win that amount of money. So I'm going to scratch it. There's no tactics to a scratch card. You just scratch it off, and that's all. That's it's the only way it works. It's no more complicated than that. So the first one is £20. The second one is £30. And the third one, Mark, is £10,000. You see that? Well, that's quite good. If I go close. 20, 30 and 10,000, right? Let's see what the next column brings. Remember, you need 3 matching amounts. Oh my God. The first one on the second column is £10,000. And the next one is £3. And the one under that is 30. So with one column to go, you've got 2 doubles so far. You've got £10,000 and you've got £30. So we're going to go for this last column and see how it goes. I was trying this last night. Do it up on the camera. I'm trying to see if you can see it. It's not as easy to scratch in the middle of the air. Need a bit of backing. £2. That's no good. What's this other one? £9. So that leaves one in this bottom right-hand corner. And if it's a 10,000 or a 30, then we're quids in. Let's see. Can you hear the scratch noise? Oh no. Oh no, that was 9 and 2 there. It's the top one I want. £9. What a letdown. That was probably the most unexciting scratch card that I've done so far. There was just something about the way those numbers laid out that didn't lend itself to a lot of drama. So bad luck, Mark. But you, next time I see you, I'll give you a pineapple. You know, when we meet again in person in the real world. Bad luck, Mark. Thanks for doing the quiz, everybody. Sorry about all the problems, but you're telling me that you're not bothered. You would be if it went on all the time. I'm having a bad night tonight, but you know, I'm going to get all these things sorted out. I'm going to study OBS and voice banana. I'm going to get rid of this echo, and we're all going to live happily ever after. I know, bad luck. Ewan Mitchell's given himself a 3-point nudity bonus. I suggest you do the same thing, folks. 75? You reckon 75 is the maximum possible? Are you counting the voucher as well? 20. Let me see. I'll quickly work this out myself. What is it? Because I don't actually know the maximum. So the first round, same letter was 10. Picture round was 10. Music was 10. 50-50 was 10. Pick 5 was 10. And the double or bus was 20. That's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And you could have had 2 points for the voucher and 3 points if you'd got the anagram. 75. Yeah. So whoever says 78 is at it. That's Jamie Swan. That's it. You're barred. Thanks for doing the quiz, everybody. Unless it was your birthday. Of course, if it's your birthday, you know, if it's your birthday, you get a point. That's the rules. If it's your actual birthday, actually today, not birthday yesterday or this week or something, it's got to be birthday on the day. A solid 104%. Yeah, you called him out, Ella. That's the stuff. This is great. This is the British way, isn't it? Because like we're looking out our windows and snitching on people that are going out for walks and stuff like that. We're phoning up the police and saying, "Did you know? Did you know that guy from down the road? He went for a walk, and he'd already been to the shops." And now we're ratting people out for scoring more points than is strictly necessary on a pub quiz. I think if we carry on like this together, we can root out all the evil in society. See if you're this week's 8 o'clock NHS applause on Thursday. Go to just take a note of everybody in the street who doesn't clap and shop them. Just get right in touch with the Stasi. Is it the Stasi? Yeah, the Stasi. And sell them out, rat them out. Unless you're in my street. Because I'm not doing that. And I don't want to be taken away and put in a facility for people who don't clap. $78.75. Do me a fiver. Upload your scores. I've told you about that already. Thanks to anybody who has donated so far. I really appreciate it. And if you don't donate, that's absolutely fine. I'm very happy that you just come and do the quiz. But it would be nice if you shared it or liked it. You know what I mean? In fact, I've only got 11 likes and I had 100 of you playing, so get those likes on before you disappear. You know what I'm saying? Where are we? I was just going to put the donation link in there. Just in case anybody feels that was worth it. It was a little substandard tonight with some of the tech, but the quiz was good. You know? Did you enjoy the music round? Tell me if you did. I'm not sure if it works or not because it's all new and stuff. I like the fast one. I like the double speed one. It drives me nuts. I love it. The mix one might be good, but I've got to get better at mixing them. today I was trying to teach myself how to. You like the music round, Caitlin? Yeah, I was trying to teach myself today how to match beats using Audacity. And there's a fairly simple tool. If you can work out the beats per minute of a song, you can alter it to match the other one, and then once they're matched beats per minute, you can kind of try and line them up. And so you're going to end up with some weird stuff. You like the music round? Yeah, good. I worried that the mix one was just a noise, just too much of a mess. But did you get the backwards one? The Tones and I one. Dance monkey, dance monkey, dance monkey. Oh. That was a huge hit last year, and I would never have heard of it because I don't pay attention to that stuff. But my daughter was playing it, and a friend of hers, and they did a dance routine to it in our front room, which was great. But it meant I had to listen to that song quite loud all weekend while they worked it out. While they worked out their dance routine, and at first I hated the song, and then I ended up quite liking it. So you thought it was the easiest? All right, you got Tones and I. You thought that was easy? Yeah, I guess it's easy if you know it. Last night's backwards song. Yeah, and there's the other side of the coin. Dorothy saying, "I wouldn't have known the backwards one even if you played it forwards." So it kind of depends on you knowing the song. So for ones like that, I'd be trying to choose ones that a lot of people know. But because rock and roll and pop music has been around for 60 years, it can be quite hard. Thank you, Missing Persons Club. Nice to have you again. Because pop and rock and roll's been around for so long, like 60 years, it's getting quite hard to choose tunes that every single person knows. Last night I used Radio Gaga by Queen, and that's getting that way. Was it a hit in the States? I'm sure it was. I'll tell you in a second. Dance monkey, dance monkey, dance monkey. Oh. Stay good. She's got a really squeaky voice. She sounds like a little Muppet or a rat or something. Let's see. I'm looking at Wikipedia page now, Stephen. So US Hot 100, it was got to number 4. In the dance mix chart, Billboard, it got to number 3. Rolling Stone Top 100, it got to number 3. Mainstream Top 40 in the USA, it got to number 6. Here in the UK, it was number 1. It was number 1 in Ukraine, Switzerland, Sweden, Slovenia, Slovakia, Singapore, and I won't read the rest, you can guess. Number 1 in Israel. I mean, imagine that. Imagine having a number 1 single in all these different countries. You wouldn't know what to do. Number 1 in Finland. Number 1 in Canada. Did you get the question about the language in the music round? Did anyone not get Serbian? Did everyone get Serbian, or did some of you go for Finnish in that round? What was the other one? The 1 Second Wonder one. I really like that. You know, 1 second from various songs by the same artist. The point of that is that if you use straight music, then you went for Finnish, says Stevie, as Serbia had been mentioned earlier. Well, it doesn't work like that. Sometimes you get a double. It's like when you collect Panini stickers doing this quiz. Sometimes you get a double. And that's no bad thing, because then you've got a double to swap. Yeah, you got the Serbia one. Nice. Good answer. The song is even called Ovo je Balkan, which means this is the Balkans. And he says Beograd in the song, which is Belgrade, which is the name of the capital. So there was a few clues in there for folk listening. I like listening to quite a lot of music in different languages, so there'll be a few of those. Right, it's 8:30. The 1 second bit is good. Yeah, it's a good idea. It was not my idea. I run a group on Facebook for Quizmasters, and I was searching through the group for music round ideas the other day, because people share ideas and questions and whatnot. And a couple of years ago, a guy posted that one And I think he even called it 1 Second Wonders. And I don't like to nick people's names in that, but it's just a really good name. 1 Second Wonder. It's a great thing. Thanks for doing the quiz. I'm going to hang up because it's 8:30 and I was going to speak to my family at 8:30. So I'll see you later. Next quiz is tomorrow night. Ainsley Harriet's back on the big teams quiz. I didn't fill in that bit either. It's just a bloody mess tonight. I was still putting the quiz together at 6:15. Very bad. But tomorrow night, big teams quiz says, it even says Thursday, and that's wrong as well. I'm sure I fixed all that stuff. Maybe I forgot to save it.